Yo guys, it is Jead, and we have probably just had the most historic Team of the Year drop of all time. We've of course got to talk about why I flipped a Haaland. We've of course got to talk about Fri Yamal, and I've actually got something really interesting about that free player of the month Yamal that I don't think enough people are talking about. Then of course we got to talk about which content you need to do and what to avoid, as well as the evolution, and then most importantly, probably the best coin worth investments you can make at the end for any budget, because there's so many ways to make coins right now. Even if you're someone that not often trades, it's ridiculous how easy it can be. So what a video we have got for Team of the Year drop. Of course, if you are new, subscribe. I'm going to be doing videos on how to get Marcelo Team of the Year and Wilson flashback completely for free, so make sure you don't miss those and leave a like while you're down there. It would mean the world. And let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. So let's cover it all, right? Let's cover all that content we got and what we can expect to be getting next as well. Elephant in the room, I will be honest, I just wanted to use my fancy Team of the Year graphics that I paid for. So no, we did not pack Team of the Years or Team of the Year icons. I just wanted to use that. If you've seen there on the Twitch stream, we tried to bait people. I don't know, I paid for fancy graphics, didn't pack a Team of the Year. I just wanted to use one. But of course, we did flip this Haaland. And the first thing I want to talk about before anything else is, of course, the new evolution. This was by far the most hyped part of Team of the Year going into it. What do you guys actually need to know about the build your Team of the Year honorable mention evolution? Number one, it's underwhelming, right? We've seen that with the market, and I'll show you what some central midfielders did afterwards and some of the cards I bought. It's underwhelming. Now, the reason it's underwhelming is this doesn't give a second playstyle plus yet. And then if you've seen the leaks, the second playstyle plus this does give is basically not very good. It's long ball, press proven, or first touch, which are just not great. People saying press proven's all right. Okay, it's fine. But it's not amazing, right? Most importantly for you is wait, okay? I would just say wait. You can get this evolution within 13 days, and we get the second one on the 23rd. So Friday the 23rd. Just wait. The 23rd evo will give a different stat boost, so the player you put in might not be as overpowered as you think. Just wait until the 23rd. I've got a Rio and Gamoa evolution. I'll show you right now. I think I have the best evolution in the entire game. I'm still going to wait until Friday to complete that card. Like, comment down below. There's no way you've got a better evo than this one. I can't believe it. 5-star, 4-star, all those 90 plus stats and the play styles. I think I actually have the best evo in the entire game right now. Also, let me know, did you pack a Team of the Year? Did you get a Team of the Year icon? Or are you just like me and you're going to be doing the SBCs like Wilson, Marcelo, and the evolution? Are you part of me on the unlucky side? Which will be most of us, of course. Don't be stressed if you're not packing a Team of the Year. We'll make sure we get you on by the end of the promo. So yeah, most importantly, wait until next Friday for this evolution. Even if you've got a crack card like my Rio, it's just the best thing to do. You might mess up big time, especially with, like, say, the second chain. It's a really, really unique evolution, so don't mess it up. The other evolution we got was, of course, these free ones. They kind of just give out. It was a little bit strange, but we got new boots, I believe. And it's a good evo, don't get me wrong. It's just a little bit strange that it dropped on Team of the Year, right? If you look at this, they've just kind of give a really meta playstyles evo. So 2 pace is nice, but then Ticky, finesse shot, incisive, and low driven. You guys will know it's probably the 4 best playstyles when it comes to attackers. You could argue that's a Pina inspired evo, is that's what's made Claudia Pina so overpowered. So definitely go and put that on one of your cards that doesn't have max playstyles. This is all about the playstyles. I'm going to use it on one of my lower end cards. So I've got a guy called Noonan, who I'm starting to build into the best evolution of all time. And if you'll see, he's probably going to go into this for me. I put him there, he goes to a 74, and look at some of the playstyles this guy gets. Incisive, finesse, low driven, tiki-taka, and press proven, and he's 74 rated. So that's probably where he's going to go on my card. I recommend you boys do something similar. And let me know down below, do you want a full videos on the best evolutions for this evolution? And the one we've got coming later on, which I'll describe to you boys later, it's probably even more hyped than the Team of the Year one evolution. And of course, don't forget, if you go into rewards, you should get the centre back to CDM, left mid, right mid to centre mid, or the striker to cam that you can put then into your Team of the Year honorable mention evolution. So don't forget that. You can pretty much turn any card into a Team of the Year one. It's great, right? It's a really good thing. It's just a little bit underwhelming because of what we got last year and because of that second playstyle plus not being too, amazing. So how did the market react to this, and how can you guys catch these rises next time? Well, basically, right, what happened was people panicked because there was a centre mid evolution. So a lot of cards dropped before the Evo. And then as soon as it came out, it was obvious it wasn't very good. So you'll see on this Mateas. And by the way, you'll see what price she got to in a second. I undersold these crazy. We picked these up for around 230 to 240,000 coins. Sold at 276, 273, and 269. She then rose to 300,000 coins. I missed out on 30, 60, 90,000 coins if I sold at the exact high point. But my favourite flip of the entire day was this Roy Keane. But most importantly, it was so, it was so good of the flip because we can do it again with the future evolutions. This one was so predictable. And again, if you look, we sold for 193. He's 220,000 coins. Again, I sold too early so I could rebuy, and I'll show you I rebought that Haaland, so I'm not too bothered. But still, look at this card, right? Again, if we go on the hourlies from yesterday, Look at this panic, right? People sold off the card because we were getting a centre mid evolution. We bought for 145,000 coins just after content. He then went up to 220,000 coins in that Friday night bubble that we always speak about because he's rare. When you combine rarity with a fake drop, I'd call this a fake drop because he dropped because of an Evo that then wasn't that good. Fake drop, rare card because no one opened packs during Time Warp. And it obviously, you know, a lot of hype around this card. Man United fans buying them. Icon links on Weekend League always do amazing. I'll show you guys how you can target that next weekend as well. And he turned out to be an amazing investment. And the reason we can do this again, because when I talk about the evolution later, I'll give us some potential ideas we can buy players if that evolution also turns out not to be too great. But of course, we also got some pretty amazing objective content. If you guys are going to pack a team of the year, genuinely, one of the highest percentage chance of you getting one is going to be by doing these objectives and doing the daily objectives that we get. Pretty much just go and keep an eye on these. Like, it's unbelievable, right? Especially with all the season pass SP. If you can take some of the higher level season pass packs rather than the Vola or whatever it is, you have a really nice chance to get a team of the year, even compared to the store packs, right? So of course, don't forget the daily login completionist. That's kind of the obvious one that everyone knows. Don't forget the daily play for getting a Hunter and Shadow. They're normally 5k. We're going to invest in them at the end of the week, so make sure you are sticking around for that as well. And don't forget the daily play completionist. This is so important. Look at some of the packs we get. Cosmetics are nice, by the way. We all have evolutions. But these are just free packs, and for the 3x85 for completing it, unbelievable. Football Fanatics week 1. These are more like specific challenges, but they're not too hard to do. And look at that, 2x86, SP to get some crazy season pass packs, unlimited free packs. It's insane. And then you look at the completionist as well. Like, it's just free packs. I can't believe a 5x87. Obviously, that's for the end of the week, but again, it is free packs. So please go to live events, go to campaign. Please go and complete all of them. If you're someone who's not done the silver tournament and team of the year is now out, please go and do the silver tournament. It is free packs. I'm doing that today because I want free packs. And we'll talk a little bit later as well about when to open packs to best improve your chance of a team of the year. Because as we're going to speak about, team of the year has had some very interesting pack weights. So we'll talk about that as well. And I guess we can't avoid it for any longer, right? We have to talk about the biggest content drop. This is what I said when we got the most historic or one of the biggest team of the year drops of all time. This is what I meant. Now we're going to start with Marcelo. You guys probably know why I've already done one squad on Sophia Wilson, but we will start with Marcelo. What I will say is it's overpriced, okay? However, with what I'm going to show you a bit later, it's pretty much impossible not to just get free fodder all team of the year. So even though this card is, yes, it's overpriced, we're probably still going to end up completing it for free, along the lines of free. So that is quite nice. Yes, Ticky Plus and Anticipate Plus. The reason I say this card's overpriced is because he's a left back. Honestly, having Ticky Plus is nice, but not, you know, ridiculous. Anticipate Plus is nice, but it's honestly not ridiculous. I'd rather like Intercept. He doesn't have Incisive. I'd rather Incisive and Anticipate. I don't know. It's a very nice left back, but like 1.5, 1.6 million coins with what we've seen with the fodder prices. And again, we'll talk about the fodder prices booming last night. I just don't think he's the best value. But again, if you do want to see that full grind on how to do him completely free, leave a like on the video. I think I'm going to try and bring that out anyway, whether you guys leave a like or not. I want to release the video because I think it is so worth it to do that card. But of course, Sophia Wilson, okay? Now, let's just start with Sophia Wilson herself. Let's not talk about what I want to talk about. Let's just start with Sophia Wilson. One of the best strikers in the entire game, but I can make her even better for you guys, and I'll talk about that as well. Finesse and first touch. Now, first touch is not ridiculous, but on a striker, probably the best position to have first touch for when you're pinging it into it in the box. A lot of the meta right now is those RB or R1A or X passes into your striker when you're on the edge of the box, and having a striker with first touch might get you a few more goals every single weekend league. The reason she's so overpowered is Finesse Plus, broken, literally broken. Incisive and tiki-taka is what makes Pina as good as she is. Pina doesn't even have quick step. This card has quick step, technical, trickster, fake shots, 4-star, 5-star. Honestly, giving this card out for free, because by the way, this is literally free. It's the team of the year pack grind. It's the same as what I said with Marcelo. This is well priced and it is free, whereas Marcelo is overpriced but still worth doing because he's free. But I can make this card a little bit better for you guys as well. Okay, we're on Footbin for this Sophia Wilson. Let me guys show you what I'm talking about, all right? A lot of you guys are going to put Hawk and Hunter on this card. I'm going to guess they're the two most common. As you can see, Sniper is the most popular on Footbin. Why is that, right? This Sophia Wilson is an amazing card, genuinely has ridiculous stats. However, the one thing she's not meta at is she's not got that lengthy body type. And if you put a Sniper on this card, as you can see there, it goes to the lengthy body type. Now, what that means is you've got a card that feels like Claudia Pina in-game with how she moves, and you've got the lengthy for when she's running in behind, like Thierry Henry or someone like that. It is ridiculous. If you just put Sniper on this card, in my opinion, let's, exclude the team of the year attackers, so no Haaland, no Pina. This is a top 1 or 2 or top 3 at least striker in the entire game. This is such a must complete that I can't explain it. The only people that should not do this SBC is basically if you've got Claudia Pina team of the year sat in your club. It is that good of an SBC. So go and do it. Try it with Sniper. Thank me later in game. Honestly, ridiculous. Let's jump back over to Sophia Wilson's SBC to talk about what we really want to talk about. Now, that is, of course, the fact that I've got one squad completed on Sophia Wilson, and all you guys should know by now is this 86 rated squad, which just gives a jumbo gold pack. But of course, we know it doesn't give a jumbo gold pack. I'm hiding around the truth for too long. Of course, it gives a Lamine Yamal. Now, I made mine purple. We did this on stream just in case they ended up taking everyone's player of the month away. They didn't, so I didn't need to do this. But again, we'll always look back on this purple Lamine Yamal. He's never going into an SBC, and we'll talk about Fri Sun for Yamal for years to come. And it's why this is the most historic drop in team of the year. But what I want to talk to you about is EA's intention behind this. So if you didn't know, very quickly, basically, that 86 rated squad you've just seen on Sophia Wilson give out this player of the month, Lamine Yamal, for an 86 rated squad that was originally a 500,000 coin SBC. And if you missed it, let me know down in the comments below. Did you miss it, or did you get yourself a free player of the month Yamal? And also, are you used him? A lot of people said they did him, and they don't actually like his card in game. I'm definitely going to give him a try this weekend. Why not? I think it'd be quite fun to give a free card a go that we end up getting from EA. So thanks, EA. But again, I think what's more important is the intention behind this. And for that, I need to bring up this EA tweet that went out when they took Lamine Yamal out of the SBC yesterday. I'll let you guys read that on screen there. Basically, EA come out and said it's a mistake, right? They've done this before with Team of the Year Messi. They've done it with a lot of things. This was not a mistake, okay? If you guys have ever, and I know this will be a small minority, if you've ever worked on a game, if you've ever coded anything, if you've ever done anything like that, a mistake you might make could be making the pack tradable or untradable, right? Changing a 1 to a 0. You do not make a mistake to put a player of the month card in an SBC segment of a random SBC. What did this Lamine Yamal do, right? Look how many views this tweet got from EA. 1.7 million views. Go and check on YouTube today and yesterday. Go and check how many views the videos are getting that are talking about the player of the month Lamine Yamal. Go and check how much hype there was on Twitter. How many of you guys do you think, like, maybe you did it yourself, or maybe your mates did, logged onto the game just to get this Lamine Yamal, and then you stayed on the game a little bit longer, maybe you even went and opened a store pack. Maybe you're only talking about Team of the Year with your mates because of this Lamine Yamal, right? It's not a secret. EA needs to bring hype to the game. They're not afraid to do weird shit like this, weird scandals like this. And what is so bad about it, in my opinion, is EA need to save their game so much. I promise you this was on purpose, that anyone completed that this 500,000 coin Lamine Yamal SBC, they basically threw them under the bus. They said, look, you guys are going to take a hit on this one so we can get more people on the game. This was not a mistake. I promise you guys so much it was not a mistake. And I don't like that from EA, obviously. I got a free Yamal out of it. It's cold. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I just think it's a little bit scummy. I mean, it's EA. Who's surprised? I'm acting like surprised. I don't know why I am. I think it's really scummy. But again, free Yamal. Let me know if you got him. Going back to the market, I was watching Nate's video this morning. Shout out Nate. Obviously, the absolute goat. Love that guy. And he was talking specifically about Pedro Neto. I think there's a few other examples. What we see with right mids is what always happens. If there's ever a mistake like that, as you can imagine, no one needs a right mid because everyone gets Yamal. Then all of a sudden, they took his SBC out of the game. And Pedro Neto went from 190 to 250. The one that we called on stream was probably a little bit more obvious. And I've seen a few of you guys make, I think, about 100,000 coins is what we tried to make on this card. I ended up leaving it for you guys. This guy's now up to 1.3 million coins, right? We basically called this card when Yamal went away. All we waited for yesterday was when Yamal went away. So you can see he went down to 1.1. He was on the market for 980,000 coins, and there was multiple of them there in that panic time when Yamal was obviously on the game. And as soon as they removed him, I told you guys to go and buy him. Again, I wish I got one myself, but absolutely fine. As you can see, people then realized that he's not going to be on the game much longer. This card's even better with that finesse plus, and we made about 100, 200,000 coins. Now, you can do that with future glitches. Keep an eye out on it. You always wait for it to be removed from the game, and then you go and buy. It's kind of similar to what we showed you before with Roy Keane, right? Sentiment Evo, we wait for it. You don't buy it beforehand. You always sell in the hype, all that good stuff. Then when the evolution actually does drop, you need to use your own judgment. Go, Jesus, is this great, or is this actually shocking value? And then will sentimids rise, because everyone now needs to go, do a sentiment, because the Evo's not that great. And just an example of where we could see this again this year. I'm not saying we will, right? But let's say this Elise got leaked for today, or it got leaked for tomorrow, and people knew this SBC was coming. You best believe the right mid market will crash again, because this card looks insane, right? This card is genuinely insane. If the right mid market crashes, and let's just say this SBC comes out and it's 2 million coins, it won't be, but you know what I mean, right? If it was like 1 million, 1.5, 2 million coins, then right mid would start to fly again, because people panic sold them. No one would then do a 2 million coin SBC, even though he's this like overpowered, and then they start to fly up again. Now, if this card ends up coming out and it's 500,000 coins or 600,000 coins or a similar price to Sophia Wilson, or very, very, very well priced, and everyone goes and completes him, right mid then crash down and it has the opposite effect. So you've got to be very careful with it. But as soon as you see these SBC and content drops come out, if you're clever enough and you start to notice them patterns, you can make some insane amount of coins like we did obviously on the Keane and the Lamine Yamal. Now, the last bit of content is store packs. I don't really like store packs, but what I will tell you guys is if you are going to open store packs, which ones do you open, right? The most important thing to do with store packs is every single hour, if you want to go and do it, check promo packs and go and check yourself for a 10 coin pack, a 30 coin pack, and especially look out for the 2,500 coin packs, right? Yesterday we got a 2,500 coin pack, which I don't remember the exact like requirements or what it gave out, but it was something like an 85 times 3 or an 85 times 4. It was a free pack. I think it was an 85 player pick. It was ridiculous, right? For just 2,500 coins. They're always worth opening, so always go and check your promo packs for 10 coin, 30 coin packs. Most importantly, if you do have FIFA points or you do have coins and you want to buy attack, there is literally only one pack I would buy, and it's this 1,500 FIFA point or 250,000 coin pack. Now, again, I never, condone buying store packs. I not condone it. You guys do what you want, but I never promote it. I don't think it's great to do, especially with FIFA points. But what I like with this, 2.3% chance of packing a Team of the Year player, right? The reason I like that so much is go and check all the other expensive packs, and as you will see, Team of the Year player, less than 1% or 1%. This is the second highest one, 1%. This one over here, the same price, and it is 2.3%. Doesn't seem like a great chance, but it's over double the weighted. Now, obviously, you get more icons in this pack, but on average, you want a Team of the Year, and this one still has a good chance for icons. So it's by far the best pack if you are going to open one. The other option you've got is in global limits. This player pick right here, I've seen people get good things from. I don't think the weight on it's too good, but I've seen people get good things on. I guess an icon is 1%, but again, as you can see, Team of the Year is less than 1%, and it is the same price, slightly cheaper with FIFA points, so I don't mind that one as well. I wouldn't open any of the rest of them. Don't open the 50k pack. Don't even open the 400k pack, right? 9 is fine, by the way. It's a crazy name for a pack. A little bit weird for me, eh? And as you can see, 400k, the actual pack itself stinks. So I won't open that. The only ones I condone, or I'd say you go and open, is that one there, the 250, or of course, the other 250, which is the 86 player pick from the store. They're okay. Store packs are okay. If you're going to open store packs, I get it. Team of the Year is the time to do it. And I don't mind it, mainly because what we've seen with the weight of the cards. Now, that brings me on to this Team of the Year Haaland. This is the first Team of the Year flip I've done this year, and hopefully we've got a lot more to come, and hopefully I can walk you boys through some as well. Let me show you why I liked Haaland and what specifically I liked about him, because number one, right, the supply on these Team of the Years is ridiculous. This is, in my opinion, the most supplied Team of the Year ever, and I think we can use that to our advantage. So we go and check Team of the Year Haaland. This card should be the uber rare card. Whatever you think, this card should be uber rare, and as you can see, there's pages of this card. Now, yesterday, there's only 7 pages here, right? Yesterday, I think there was, 15 pages like this, and it was even worse than some of the other cards. I've never seen a card I supplied on the first day as a Team of the Year. Then this Alessia Russo card. Now, I went to trade this card. You would have seen it on stream. We end up pussying out, and I missed it. But this card, genuinely, look at this. It's a Team of the Year level card. It's a Team of the Year level card. And this, like I say, you've just seen with the Haaland. This is not a very high supply time. This is early on Saturday. Watch around content time today. Watch around content times a day. 21 pay. It's ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it, and I think we can take advantage of that. Now, I sold my Haaland, as you've seen, for 2.5. I think it was 2.530 or 2.545. And I honestly look, right, he's gone up to 2.6. And I'm going to actually, I think, invest in Team of the Years again today if they go down a little bit. I was happy to sell because obviously a lot of my coins going into Team of the Year. And we actually bought him last night. This is exactly where I bought him. I bought specifically for 2.315. Now, if you think that's crazy, I bought it for 2.315. I got a nice low. There was actually a lot lower. I could have bought it for 2.3. I could have bought it for 2.290. There was even one that popped for 2.220, and your boy missed it because he's got slow granddad hands. But he was popping at that price, and the reason I liked it so much is the difference between this card and other cards on the game is insane. Almost apart from maybe like Sophia Wilson, no other card has like 2 playstyle pluses, never mind 3. Never mind them being enforcer, rapid, and low driven. And as you can see, look, they were oversupplied. They went up a little bit. Anyway, I can't believe how cheap that card got to. It's insane. And we've seen the same with all of them. The fact this card's not closer to 10 million coins to how good it is in game. I wish I had enough coins to invest in this. I think this is going to go higher when she's out of packs. This is insane. She was 5.3 when she first came out. You guys obviously know how good that card is in game. That is better than 5.3 million coins. If it seems like I'm saying that 5.3 million is too cheap, it's crazy. I promise you it's not. That card should be 7 million. It should be 8 million, and it is not. And I think we could see similar to what we've seen in FC24 with these Team of the Years. Of course, I'll move on to low budget investments and trading towards the end, because I think that's really important as well, because there's some easy, like double, triple your coin methods, but this is really important to know if you have got some coins lying around. Look what happened to Team of the Years in FC24. I'm going to put my neck on the line and say, so far, just so far from what I've seen, we're going to see a similar pattern. So what happened in FC24? Attackers came out, and it was the same for midfielders and defenders, and everyone thought, no, wait to buy them, wait until full Team of the Year, right? Because full Team of the Year, they're going to get packed like loads. What happened was, everyone waited for full Team of the Year. This Thursday here, as you can see, the pack weight was abysmal. The pack weight was abysmal when full Team of the Year came out, and they actually got packed more over here. So as you can see, everyone waited. They went, oh my God, the pack weight is abysmal. And he went up 1 million coins in one day, and he did not stop there. I'm going to put my neck on the line. I might buy another Haaland. I'm not going to try and buy at 2.6. I'm going to try and buy closer again to 2.5 or 2.4. I'm going to put my neck on the line and say that. I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to go for it. I think if you're on a high budget, you can look at Russo, look at Pior, look at Haaland. Dembele and Mbappe are another level, and Pina as well. So if you've got the coins for that, look at it. And those three right there could be very, very nice. And we could see the same with midfielders. We'll talk about that with midfielders. Team of the Year icons are very similar, but they don't quite have that same level of rarity and demand. We did see Sega do ridiculously well. I'm just not as sure out of packs. Now, I might still look at this card. As you can see, she was 677, went to 783, went to 694, went back up to 760. So she fluctuates very nicely, but I don't think she's as rare and as good as someone like Haaland is out of pack. She only has 2 playstyle pluses. And again, some of the higher end ones, like we remember Team of the Year Thierry Henry last year, insane. So like Ibra, maybe Jairzinho and Thuram could be insane. But just remember, these only have 2 playstyle pluses compared to the 3 of Team of the Year. So Team of the Years will be the only 3 playstyle plus cards until like close to Team of the Season, which is ridiculous, whereas these cards not as much. But they could still be good to trade, and we'll talk about them in future videos as well. So right, let's get on to investing the market and everything, because of course Team of the Year drop was a crazy market moving day. So let me walk you through what I did and why. How can you guys repeat this going forward? Again, Pateas was similar to Roy Keane, central midfielder flip. She linked to that Lamine Yamal, right? Spanish cards, Barcelona cards flew up in price. She was a centre mid, so she was a double whammy. And as you guys, I told you about, like she's 300,000 coins right now. I could have easily held for more profit, but like I said, I ended up buying Haaland and then making another like 100 or 150,000 coins, whatever it ended up being. Kane again. If you guys are on stream, you see me track this card pretty much all stream. He got really low, and the whole market started to boom. What we've seen on Black Friday and what we've seen again on Team of the Year is whenever we have a huge promo, people will go all out buying players for their team to try and get more wins and more rewards. And you see one of the best Friday night bubbles of all time. If you guys were there on the Black Friday stream, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I was pretty safe to buy cards like this, even though he was affected by the Sophia Wilson SBC. Similar to Rashford, Lamine Yamal link, we bought this for 870, ended up making about 40,000 coins. John Barnes, very similar to Roy Keane, right? The position's different, not centre mid. This card, like all time warp cards, was super, super, super rare. They didn't get packed during time warp because not many people were opening packs, which means when we got like the Friday night bubble, this card I knew would do really well. Bought for 160, sold 192. Pogba's a similar example. We only made like 10, 20k on each of them. Lauren James, a cheaper example, but she got too low. And again, this card's really nice when people build their weekend league teams. It's like a perfect budget. Similar to Rodman, by the way. These like 70 to 100,000 coin cards that are super meta are the ones that do best in the Friday night bubble because people like build their weekend league teams and use this budget of cards so much. What's really important is choose the most meta cards on the game, right? Don't go for them cards that are cheap because of rarity. Go for the cards that are cheap because of meta. These Rodman and James get used so much, and they are pretty rare as well, which is a nice boost. Obviously, we've talked about Keane. Juan Matt is very similar to that. Bernardo Silva, centre mids. As you can see, we made so many coins. Javinho was a great flip. He went down too much. I used a FUT GG momentum tracker for that one, so if you want to use the FUT GG momentum tracker, he was great. I even flipped 2 of the Johan Cruyffs. Now, this guy is very interesting. When are we going to get 87 Evos? We've got a leak for an 87 goalkeeper Evo, which means we could actually start to get 87 Evos pretty soon towards the end of Team of the Year leaked. And best believe, when we get 87 Evos leaked, he's going to fly. He's currently 550k in price. He will fly when we get 87 Evos. I bought him for 500k on both of them. Made a decent bit of profit on both of him. It was a very, very quick flip. And of course, I've then got the Firmin Lopez, which we're going to talk about Evo investing in just a second when we talk about the rest of the investments. But we did really well last night. If you're on stream, GG's to you guys because we made some nice calls. Let's talk about the rest of the investments we can make right now because that is what is really important. How can we make coins now into the end of Team of the Year? Of course, leave a like on the video if these do help you out. I just enjoy making them, man. I just enjoy trading. I enjoy Team of the Year. A lot of people are pessimistic because you don't pack a Team of the Year. Guys, you're not going to pack a Team of the Year every single year. If they weren't rare, they wouldn't be enjoyable to pack. So we've got to, let them be rare. I might not pack on this year, but with the unlimited pack grind, fingers crossed we do. Let's jump into these low budget investments. Yes, fodder was crazy. I said I'd speak about it. Fodder's quite obvious right now. It is genuinely not a genius to work stuff out. 89, 90, and 91s boomed like we've never seen them before. Rodri went from 30,000 coins to 48,000 coins. He's now back at 45. Could that be another investment that we invest in again for him to go to 50,000 coins after content with more SBCs? Definitely. If you want to pull the trigger and can get this guy at 43, 42,000 coins, if we get that Elise today, if we get Frimpong today, that could be an amazing investment. Again, 89 is very similar. They boomed in price from 15 to 19,000 coins. Similar to Rodri, if you can get these go down a little bit more, closer to 18,000 coins, could be a buy still after content. 91s, I'm not even sure these are a buy anymore. These are unbelievable. These are 90,000 coins for the cheapest 91. And if you want to see what they were before content yesterday, insane. They went down to 66. I think they were easily gettable at 60. Then they boomed. But of course, all the talk of the town is low rated fodder. And guys, I'll be completely transparent. On my second account that I don't often use, I went all in on 87s at 3k. I went all in on 87s at 3k. Could I have got cheaper for 3k? Yes, but I went to second account and I had 900k to spend in like an hour or two. So I just went and bought for 3,000 coins. They're up to 3.2 or 3.3, but I was getting them pretty easily on snipes and bids. It wasn't hard at all. You guys could do the same. Like, look at this, right? Do you know what the cheapest 87s have been all year is? All year, the cheapest they've been before this was 5.9, down to 5.9, down to 5.9. They've recently got to 5.1. 3,000 coins is silly. Now, we've seen this happen last year where fodder was cheap for a while. And with all the SBCs we've got, with 88s, 89s, and 90s rising, 87s are just a great example as well. But they're not the only rating, right? 86s, 85s, and 84s are an unbelievable investment just for the current prices they are, right? They've already started to rise a tiny bit. On an 84s, I would get for 750, no more. I would bid on these for 750 because it's so easy to do. 85s and 86s, you can bid on them for a little bit more. And I'll show you the fodder bidding filters in just a second because it's the question I got asked the most yesterday on streams. I will show you all of them right now as well. But yeah, 86s, 85s, and 84s, they're long-term holds. But again, I want to really stress this, guys. Make sure you think through if you want to be unassigned, right? I don't want to be unassigned right now. I could send my 4 or 5 million coins into 84 rated and double it to 10 million coins. Genuinely, I could do that. It's not hard. I could do it with Team of the Weeks as well, and we'll talk about Team of the Weeks. But at what point is having that many coins just worth it if I miss the whole of Team of the Year and opening packs? For me, that's not, in my opinion, not worth it. For some people, it might be. In my opinion, having 10 mil, but missing the biggest promo of the entire year. At the end of the day, what do we have coins for? We have coins to enjoy and play the game. So for me, it's not worth it. Just make sure you think through if you do want to be unassigned. Let's talk about Team of the Weeks. Just before Team of the Weeks, actually, yeah, fodder bidding filters, right? Now, this is really, really simple. If you're on the stream, you would have seen this. This is exactly how to bid on all fodder ratings. The easiest ones to do are the higher rated, so that's 87, 88, 89, and 90s. They're the best ones to bid on as well, in my opinion. All you need to do, for example, for 87s is put 1.2 in there. You put the max price to what you're bidding on. So I was bidding at 3,000 coins. I'd put 3k. You could go all the way to 2.9, 2.8, completely up to you. Then you put the minimum buy now to their price range. So I'll explain what that means, but for 87s, it is this, right? It is 10.75, and I think it goes up to about 12, because some of them have an 11k price range, some of them have a 12k price range, and you just search, and what you'll see is you get 90% of them being 87s, right? Now, the way you figure it out yourself, if it ever changes, is price ranges. As you can see, some 87s only have a 10,000 coin price range, but some of the slightly better ones, EA bumped them up to 11 and 12,000 coin price ranges, and what that does is, if we just sort to this price range here, it gets rid of all the other cards on the game. So we're just going for that price range that people list at max price and open bid. I'll show you in a second. You can put it to 10,000 coins, but it gets a lot messier. This will work for all the other ratings as well. So you'll see when I do 88, we're going to put the price range there, so I think that's 18,000 coins it says, and then it'll be a little bit higher for some of the slightly better cards. So this guy, he's 18,000 coins as well, so we might use 18,000 coins. Some of the slightly more meta cards, it might be 19 or 20, but we're going to use that for the next fodder bidding filter. So for example, for 88, it was, I think, 18, so all you'll do is, again, 1750, that'll do, that's fine, and there's about 6,500 coins. Let's say we're going to bid at 5.9, put that in, and as you'll see, we get pretty much an 88. Be careful of the odd Marcus Rashford. You should see like Furlan Mendy comes in these, Doku comes in these a little bit, these Evo cards. As you can see, you get all the 88s there as well, and 89s, again, is the exact same thing. We probably want to bid on 89s right now, maybe about 16.7 thousand coins, and they have a much higher price range. You can even just get rid of that and just put something like this in, and as you'll see, you'll start to get 89s, right? It's not that hard to figure out, but that is the fodder billing filters for all those ratings. Now, if you do want lower ratings, the reason it's a lot harder is they all have a 10,000 coin price range, so you've got to put the minimum to 9.9, you've got to put the maximum to 10, and then the maximum price, probably just something like 750 and 700. That is probably the only way you can do it, but as you'll see here, you're going to get a lot of 83s, a lot of 84s. It's quite hard to do. The way to do 85s and 86s is, to be honest, it's just move this up a little bit. As you can see, if I move this up to like 1.3 and 1.9, you'll get a lot more 85s. Still not all 85s, but you'll get a lot more, and you can do it that way. You just often get a little bit less cards on the filter. But this looks fine right now for 84s, 85s, and 86s. So if you want to go do it this way, you can as well. And speaking of mass bidding, like I said, Team of the Weeks. Team of the Weeks are a brain dead, such a good investment. If you want to just go and put your coins in something and forget about it until the end of Team of the Year, Team of the Weeks. Go and buy Team of the Weeks, but buy them on bids, right? I'll show you what they sell for. They sell for about 12,000 coins. I think they're still 12,000. They're even less, man. Like, there's quite a few pages at 12,000, right? All you can do at Team of the Weeks, what everyone is doing right now, but you can get involved in it as well, is just go and bid at 11 and below. You can even do 11.25. I'm not going to lie, guys. You can even do 11.25. Go and bid on every single card at 11 and below. Ideally, get below 11. If you just need to do 11, absolutely fine. And just hold them until we get a repeatable pack that needs a Team of the Week. They should go to 15,000 coins. If it's a ridiculous repeatable pack, we'll easily see them go to 20,000 coins. I think more realistic is 15,000 coins. But really important, if you do Team of the Weeks, please do this. Lazy sell them every single hour. So all you got to do is, if they're 12,000 coins, list them for about 13 or 12.75, even 14,000 coins. And then if any of them sell, just go and buy more. Go and buy more, right? That's a good way to do team of the weeks and buy them every single day and still make coins on it. As you'll see, loads of these, if you just even add them to your transfer targets, you'll even see the lazy buyers buying them. So you can do that every single day to make some coins as well. And of course, I did say it. Why am I holding Fermin Lopez? Honestly, at team of the year, we get some cracked evolutions. I think if there's any evolution rated card that you guys think has a lot of potential, I think this gold Fermin has a lot of potential if you can get him for 15 or 15.5 thousand coins. He's 86 rated. He has the links. He's perfect for Evos. And we get a striker Evo. Like I said, I'm going to show you about in just a second. This guy is crazy for links. I like him at 15k. He's not the only one. Any card that's out of packs, they have to be out of packs. Don't touch golds and don't touch in-pack cards, like in-pack team of the weeks. Go for out-of-pack things that have limited supply. Honestly, can be a great investment if you're willing to add 10 or 20 to your transfer list and just forget about them. This card will eventually be 30,000 coins. Hopefully, he's 30,000 in the next week and not in the next 3 months. But again, cards like that will eventually skyrocket. We've seen it with all 86 Team of the Weeks this year. Or I should just say all like Team of the Weeks that fit the evolutions. Like Eden Militao's Team of the Week starting to boom in price because of the exact same reason, right? And that evolution, of course, that I've spoke about entire video that I'm really excited for just to use on my club is the Mbappe-inspired Evo. That, as you can see, Quick Step Plus, 2+ skills and weak foot. They'll probably be capped at 4. You know, I don't think you'll get 5-star, 5-star. All the advanced forward stuff. Hopefully, it gives a huge stat boost and playstyle boost. All the leakers obviously overhype it. This could be great for strikers. Now, what I will say, if this comes out and they're absolutely crap and it's awful, you could go and buy some better strikers like we see with centre mids with the other Evo. If it's amazing and honestly is a really good boost, you need to be very careful with strikers. Team of the Year Evos have serious impact on the market and really, really good ones like this. If this was the stats that Claudia Pina got, you need to be very, very careful with meta strikers people will sell for this Evo. I would not go investing for this Evo. If you've got any cards that have risen ready for it, I would go and sell them in the hype. We always sell in the hype, as you boys know. But just let you know, that Mbappe-inspired Evo is coming very, very soon. Probably today. It could be tomorrow. They've not really said yet. Right, that was a long one, boys. It really was. But there's just so many things to talk about with Team of the Year right now. And it's going to continue like that. We're going to have some absolutely banging trades, some absolutely banging videos coming soon. You can go in the free Discord if you want. That is up to you. But we do some calls in there as well. Completely free. You can find that in the description. Come and join the Twitch streams. We called a lot of these cards live on the Twitch streams. I know a lot of you guys made some, some crazy coins and got involved. I appreciate all the support we got yesterday on the stream. You boys are absolutely amazing. Hopefully we can continue that into Team of the Year. And yeah, subscribe if you do want to see the pack grind and how to do Marcelo and Wilson for free. I will work on that very soon. Hopefully we get new upgrades so that video becomes a lot more useful because we get new upgrades and a lot of the grind changes and I'll get that out for you boys. But like always, boys, until next time, I'll see you all in a bizzle.